Congratulations to the 2022 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Class 1A state champion Des Moines Christian Lions.
Yeah.
You.
We are not the Lionesses, is that correct?
No Lionesses, Lions.
All right. Dan, first state title in soccer history. Let's start with you. What's it mean to you?
It's a little unreal at the moment. It hasn't quite sunk in yet. We've been fighting for this for a long time. The girls program started 8 years ago. Started off pretty rough. First few seasons didn't do so well. The season before I took over, they got 15 wins, and I took over, and it started to take off. And we built the culture to what it is today, and to finally culminate it in the championship it's pretty sweet.
Talk about that culture, girls. What's it like to be a part of a little historic moment for your school?
I got it. Yeah, it just feels amazing. Like, our culture is something that you don't really find very many other sports, especially at DMC also. They call us a cult. That sounds bad, but at school, we're always talking, we're always messing with each other. Like, when it's soccer season, everyone knows because we can't stop talking about it, and we're so freaking excited. So I just think it's the drive and the want and the determination and the love for each other, because we all love each other so much, and we could hang out together all day and not have a problem with it. And so winning with that team, it's unreal.
All right, Izzy, let's talk about you hit the bar in the first half, and then you moved up top from kind of playing out wide and then the middle of midfield. What's the favorite position?
Honestly, I don't really care where
we do want an honest answer, yes.
It seems like one you could be honest about.
I kind of just like playing anywhere. I like being in the middle. Like, I like running at players. I just like running at people, I guess. So anywhere I can get the ball, turn and run, it's probably one of my favorite things to do, I guess.
I'm the opposite.
Dan, you seemed to kind of change the game a little bit after you moved Isabel up top. Created quite a few problems there, especially towards the end of the first half and then the beginning of the second half. Talk about just about the thinking there and what went into that change.
Well, we right away, it looked like we were both playing 3-5-2, and they were controlling the middle a little bit more, so we shifted Iz back into the 10. And we started controlling the ball a little better at that point, and Jenna up top was pretty much, she was not effective because we couldn't get the ball through because she's better to run onto the ball. So we shifted. That's when we started to decide to shift Iz up top and just see what happens because she's good with her back to the goal. So we just kind of rode that out a little bit just to see what happens. It's like you got to do something to change the game, and if it was kind of a stalemate there for a little while, going back and forth, and it's like, well, what can we do? And we got to take a chance. And we did that a few times this year, and it was somewhat effective. I do like Izzy on the outside because she can kind of tear up whoever's out there, but right now it was all about getting that ball into the middle and getting a shot on goal.
So, ladies, it looked a little to me like there were some certain points where maybe you're running out of gas, especially you, Izzy, there for a minute. What was going through your head, and where'd you guys find the strength to dig deep there? You seem to get like a burst of energy after you were walking around like kind of lazily.
It's kind of just she kind of yelled at me a little bit, but
yes.
It's like
That's good.
I realized there was only so much time left on the clock, and I think at that point it was still 0-0, and it's like, all right, who wants this more, and who's ready to take that extra mile, and who's ready to push that extra little bit, and who's ready to just get after it. And I was like, I want to win this bad, and I want to get after it, so I just had to push, I guess.
Yeah, and our whole team verse for this year it was Romans 5:3-5, and it's all about perseverance and how that creates character, and that character creates hope, and that's the hope that gets us through. So we knew going into this game that we were going to have to persevere because Davenport is absolutely insane. They're a very talented team. And so it all came down to the grit and persevering through that. And Izzy definitely, we were dogging a little bit. Our legs were pretty tired, but she pushed through, and it was an awesome goal.
Sammy, talk about midfield going up against Ruggles, going to Tulsa. You're a junior. She's obviously a quite good player. Battling her and kind of what you look forward to as a junior, still not selected to school yet. How does it make you feel being able to fit in against a top player going to a good school like that?
Yeah. Gosh, she caused some problems for us. She's so quick on the ball, and her footwork is outstanding. It felt pretty good because we got into the game and we watched film yesterday and we knew that her and especially Jade Jackson also were really quick on their feet and really fast and loved to move that ball. So I think it was good for our team to know and have that belief that we could stick with them, and it all came to our heart and who wanted it more because it's all about character and pushing through that. So yeah, it felt awesome.
Dan, I think anyone who probably watches these two beside you play can easily tell they're two of the best players in the park. Talk a little about maybe a couple of the other sort of unsung heroes today. I thought Mara Miller had an outstanding performance. Sylvie Pothoven on the left, and then McGuire as well in midfield. I thought they really rose to the occasion. If you could just talk about those girls a little bit.
Right. So I think one of the biggest things we had was Jocelyn in the center back. She was the glue that held everybody together back there. She stifled a ton of attacks. Definitely, I think she was unsung. I'd like to see her recognized a little bit more for that because she came back from an ACL tear. She's 7 months out now, whatever it is. And she just gutted through it. And I got to give her kudos to that. The back line, they scared me a few times because we have, Sophia's a converted striker, so she's playing out there. She wants to be a little more aggressive. We tried coaching her through a lot of that stuff, and we still see a lot of the same tendencies to want to attack more. But they all just did a fantastic job stepping up into their roles. And Martin's first full year as a keeper, I mean, you can't ask for more.
Amazing game.
Yeah, so we had 7 goals scored against us all year. So that's a big testament to our defense and to Marin back there. Had a little bit of trouble earlier in the season. We played Carlisle. They got some goals on us, but it was still we're kind of like trying to feel things out, just see how things were going to work out. So
she was like a whole new goalkeeper today because she hasn't really been tested very much, especially in our regular season. But she was freaking amazing today.
Yep.
I'm so proud of her.
Yep, and just pretty much the whole team.
Yeah.
I mean, it just everybody on the field just started working together, played with one heart.
Yeah, girls, we want to build on that just real quick. You got a really young team. Look forward to next year a little bit. What's on? Obviously you want to live in the moment, enjoy today, but what's next year look like?
We're getting a lot of our team is returning, which I think is a really good thing. I think we're only losing 4 players, 2 starters, and we're getting a bunch of new talent, a bunch of freshmen coming in, especially we're adding more kids to each grade, so that will bring in some more players hopefully. And just from what I've heard about the younger kids, most of them play for Sporting, so I've been able to catch some of their games, and they're good, and I'm ready to see what's coming for them.
Yeah, and I think there won't be obviously we're losing Jocelyn, our other captain, in the center back position, and that's going to be a big hit, but not too worried about it. I think we'll come back and be here again and getting that state championship again.
Good deal. So to wrap it up, I am just very, very curious.
Oh, no.
Where's the bear?
Bro, I don't know.
Mateo has him.
Oh, Mateo.
Mateo has him. And
That
he won't
tracks.
give him to me.
Are you surprised?
Did he see the game at least, the bear?
Yeah, he's on the
He
bench.
was with
Mateo's
us.
on the bench.
Sure.
Not Mateo. Little D's on the bench.
No.
Little
Bear will
D
be
stays with us forever.
Okay, good. Well, you ladies have been an absolute pleasure this week. It's been fun to get to know you guys a little bit in front of the camera. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, and we'll see you soon.
Yes! Thank you.